Dreamscape presents Two Twins by Rene Perez. Narrated by Bellido. For Julia, my faithful doctor, my sweet Grace. Section 1. Indie Darlings. Chapter 1. December 31st, 2017. The end started on New Year's Eve. In what Rob would deem to be pathetically typical fashion, it happened at a party. But they didn't engage in a drunken shouting match or sloppily fall all over themselves on someone's back lawn. They weren't kids. In a city made appealing to musicians, artists, entrepreneurs, students, and powerful corporations alike, by the kind of fun and cool created by and for grown people trying to live young, Rob and Maria considered themselves proudly adult. They got the jobs. They bought the house. They watered and manicured the lawn. They weren't running from responsibility, enrolling in grad program after grad program in order to live off grants and loans. They hadn't settled for a one-bedroom apartment with rent that was the same as or more than a sensible mortgage. They found their suburb. They paid their HOA fees. They were professionals. They did not get drunk and make scenes at parties. Work functions at that. At least Maria didn't. The fire pit didn't give enough heat to warm the back patio, but that was fine. Rob had stepped out from the party for air. When he did, Maria pointed out how cold it was, flashing eyes that both begged for Rob to be a good sport and threatened consequences if he didn't comply. "Just like I like it," he'd said, knowing that even though she knew he was lying, she wasn't going to push the issue. She knew at times like this, when he was uncomfortable or even just bored, it didn't take much to set Rob up for a fight, to give him a reason to burn the night down for everyone around him. She gave the nod she'd come to use instead of rolling her eyes. It was a nod accompanied by a, huh, when the nod was all she could do to suppress her judgment of her husband. Sometimes, when she was really just baffled by his demeanor and strange reactions to normal human interactions, the nod was silent. She gave the silent kind then, letting him face the cold of the patio alone and uncoated. The patio was really something, though. Bigger than Rob and Maria's living room at home. It was expensively floored with the same exotic stone that lined the pillars which held the ceiling overhead. One wall was lined with matching stainless steel appliances. It had a grill, an oven, a fridge, and what looked like an oven just for pizzas. Atop the fridge was a full bar, like the two set up inside. For people throwing such a shitty party, Maria's corporate overlords were pretty good hosts. Rob downed his bourbon, poured.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?